Hey guys, now you can follow me on Facebook. Just go to facebook.com/UltraMaximusReviews. Cybertron Weekly is your central hub for everything Transformers.
You are f***. Yusa can't open your mouth. Misa's safe.
You suck.
Hello YouTube, Ultra Maximus back with another toy review, and today we're going to take a look at another Transformers figure. It's Dinobot Grimlock from the Transformers Authentics line. Now, I've never even heard of this line, nor have I seen any figures from this line. I happen to be at my local Big Lots, which is formerly my Toys R Us, which I'm still sad about that. But I went in there and just on a whim to see what they had, and they had this. They only had the one figure. It was marked at $10, but everything was on sale 20% off, so I actually got the figure for $8. I figured, hey, why not? It's got kind of a G1 look, and I figured it'd be good for the review channel. So let's go ahead and take a look at the packaging. So here we have Grimlock in the packaging, and it kind of looks like a great big old Legends figure to me. On a card back, he's just kind of in a clamshell. We got Grimlock in his Dinobot mode there. It says Transformers. We get some artwork in the back, and there's some assembly required. You're going to have to pop the head on and the Dino bits right there. And yeah, very interesting. Side of the package has the same artwork as we see on the top here. So there it is. There he is, Grimlock. Now the one thing I can say straight off the gate I'm not going to like is the fact that the mouth does not open or close, and that's a bit of a shame. Here's the back of the packaging. The top has a one-liner. It says Legendary Dinobot Leader. We get him in his robot mode. We get him in the dinosaur mode. Apparently he changes in these 7 steps right here. So just kind of a close-up of the back. Here are the instructions for this Dinobot right there, in case you need them. There he is in his dinosaur mode, and yeah, there he is in his robot mode, looking very G1-esque. So yeah, interesting. Let's go ahead and get Grimlock out of package and see what we think. So here we have Grimlock out of the packaging, and this is a weird figure. It's not a bad figure, but it's not a great figure. For the price, I'm okay with it. It really reminds me of a giant McDonald's Happy Meal toy. To be honest, there is no instruction really on how to put the back assembly together. You just kind of have to figure it out, which it's not very difficult. Now, that being said, I will say this is probably the cheapest part of the toy. It feels kind of thin, but other than that, it's really not too terribly bad. Now, as far as articulation goes on the figure itself, he's got a ball joint on the head right here, so it looks up and down, it looks all around. There's ball joints at the shoulder that I just popped off. But yeah, not too terribly bad, makes for a decent range of motion. The elbows are also on ball joints. There is no articulation at the waist itself, and then we've got ball joints at the upper legs, so he kicks about that far forward, he kicks really far back, and kicks out, about like that far. And then there is a single joint on the knee itself, and nothing else really anywhere. And that's about it as far as articulation goes. So taking a closer look at the figure itself, I will say that this is immensely detailed. I love the heavy glossy black on the helmet, the red eyes, the gold looks good, we got a really nice Autobot logo there. The design of the chest is different, I really kind of like it. While the bulk of the figure is kind of this gray plastic, there are details everywhere on the arms and even off the dino kibble hanging on the back here. Just lots of nice, really sculpted work, very G1-esque wing pack he's got going on back here, which is very cool. I do dig that. I wish there was a little bit more paint apps in both the Dino mode and in the robot mode here, but I do have to say the sculpt work is really well done for what it is. So looking at the midsection of the figure, again, detail, great. Love it around the feet there, / hands. I wish his hands were maybe painted a different color, maybe black. I love the red and the silver on his waist there. The nice heavy black glossy look on the legs. Definitely very cool. We do get some gold paint apps for his dino toes when he turns into the dinosaur, which is very, very cool. I definitely dig that. So yeah, again, really well detailed. It just needs a little bit more paint application, but the paint that we do get is very, very nice. And then finally, taking a look at the legs of the figure. Unfortunately, they are very, very gappy in the back, but that's really for transformation, so I guess I can forgive that. Again, detail, very, very nice. I love how we've got this light blue paint job on his legs. I think that's a very cool. I wish his knees had some gold paint for his dino tail, but overall, like I said, it's good paint where it's at and lots of great detail. Just could use more paint. For comparison, here we have the Transformers Authentics Grimlock next to the Cyberverse Deluxe Hot Rod, and yeah, this actually is about the right scale for this. I think he's, bigger than Hot Rod, as he should be. Grimlock should be a little bit bigger maybe than Hot Rod, but this actually looks pretty decent side by side, and I think I like this guy better than I do the Cyberverse Grimlock. Now, Grimlock, of course, transforms into a Tyrannosaurus Rex, and I was really kind of wondering how this was going to look. Well, wonder no more as we go ahead and transform Grimlock into his Dino mode. So here we have Grimlock in his Tyrannosaurus Rex mode, and it's actually very G1-esque, and it doesn't look bad at all. Again, that's probably because of all the detail on the figure. The biggest issue I've really got with it is the mouth is not articulated, and it could really use some more paint. As you can see, it is very, very gray, but a little bit of custom paint work could really make this figure pop. So, I mean, really, you can see we've got the red on the eyes right here, we've got the little golden toes, and then we've got the blue on the back of the tail, and that's about it. Which is a bit unfortunate, but it was an $8 toy, so just kind of a close-up really quick. There is the head. I love that sculpt. Like the kind of gnarled teeth, that's very cool. If that head just opened, if the jaw moved, I would be in love with this figure. Articulation, his little arms move up and down. Very nice joints too there, by the way. I like that a lot. We do have the hinges kind of in the back here. On the back, can we say back one more time? Yeah, it's not too bad. I don't mind that. He's got a pretty fat little tail going on there. A lot of Grimlock toys seem to have that because, well, it's his legs. But I wish this was gold. If they would have painted that the same color as the gold that we have on the tippy toes, I think that would have been very cool. We do have a little bit of Grimlock kibble hanging underneath, but hey, that's generally what we get with a Grimlock figure. So overall, it's not that bad, just missing a little bit of paint, and I wish that jaw moved. So is the Transformers Authentics Dinobot Grimlock a figure that you want in your Transformers collection? Well, this could be a really easy pass for a lot of fans. Unless you're a G1 enthusiast or you're a Dinobot completist, this could be pretty easy to pass up. I will say this is a great figure for kids. It's not that expensive, especially if you can find it at Big Lots for 10 bucks. I totally feel like this was worth the $10. I actually only paid $8, but I still feel like it's worth at least $10. It's relatively solid. It's got a simple transformation on it, and, well, it's Grimlock. My biggest gripe about it is the lack of paint in certain parts of it, and the fact that the mouth doesn't open. Everything else is actually pretty decent. So there he is, Dinobot Grimlock from Transformers Authentics.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you like this video, thumbs it up. If you hate this video, thumbs it down. To watch more Ultra Maximus, click on the links to the right. Don't forget to subscribe and share, like us on Facebook, and look for more videos in the future.